Hello, I'm Emma. Welcome to Just Unique Pilates, the channel that provides you with quick at-home workouts twice a week. So if you haven't subscribed, do make sure you do so you don't miss out on any of the weekly videos. And today I am bringing you the best reformer-inspired Pilates exercises down on the mat. Okay, so when you're ready, let's start down on our back with good Pilates setup and fundamentals. So lowering all the way down to the mat with the knees bent, feet flat. You want your neck lovely and lengthened, shoulders relaxed down and away from the ears, arms lengthened by your side, palms facing down. Make sure the feet aren't too far away from you, they're not too close, just nice comfortable distance, and keep those knees and feet in line with the hip bones. Nice neutral spine, corset feeling switched on around the waist, and breathing in for your nose, out for your mouth. On your exhale, you're going to float one leg up to tabletop, and then inhale, lower down, and switch to the other side. So tabletop is where we keep our leg in a right angle, and the knee comes up until it's on top of the hip, and the shin is parallel to the ceiling. As you lower down, I want you to imagine you're stepping on ice, so you're really controlled with that movement. Okay, both feet down. Let's now come into some prep crunches. So deep breath in, exhale, engage your core, slowly start to crunch up to the tip of the shoulder blades, hovering your arms slightly off of the mat and lower back down. And as we do this, the core of course is engaged, spine is neutral or imprinted flat on the mat, and you're making sure your hips are not rolling in towards you. Okay, so nice little prep before we come into the Pilates 100. So when you're ready, float one leg up to tabletop. If that's enough, you can keep one leg down or bring both legs up. Drift the arms up and above the head and push them down by your side into a crunch. Now you're going to stay up, pumping the arms down towards the mat. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to see if we can do that another 9 times, adding up to the whole 10, the 100. And if you want to make it more challenging, you can straighten your legs, dropping them lower and lower. Just be careful of your back, you don't want it to rise up. And if it's too much, you can lower your legs, lower the upper body, but let's keep the core strong and keep those arms pumping. The rest of the body should not be moving, you are staying nice and strong. And we tend to start with this one on the mat and the reformer, a good classical one. Okay, lower the upper body down. And now we're going to go into the reformer coordination. So arms are above the head, legs are in tabletop. As we crunch up, we shoot the legs out long, open and close the legs, bring the legs back in just a little closer than tabletop, and then lower the upper body down, taking the arms up and over your head. Deep breath in, exhale, arms and legs shoot out. Inhale, legs open and close. Exhale, knees fall back in. Inhale, lower down. Just keep breathing nice and regularly. Good, taking your time. And sweeping the arms around so they're back by your side. Flex your feet. And on the exhale, push your legs nice and long away from you to about 45 degrees and hug them back in. So the legs are squeezed together, the feet are flexed, and this is reformer footwork. So you can imagine you'd be pressing your legs on the bar and the carriage would be sliding up and down. Exhale, push the legs out. Inhale, come back in, and you can add a band onto the bottom of the feet. Let's do the same thing, but this time we're pointing the feet, imagining that the balls of the feet are now on the foot bar. Deep breath in, exhale, push the legs out. Inhale, come back. Making sure your back isn't rising, core is engaged. And if it feels a little bit too challenging, remember, don't drop the legs as low. Maybe take them higher towards the ceiling or do one leg at a time. This time, we're going to go into the frog. So we're going to hug the knees in towards the chest, just slightly a little closer than tabletop. And the heels are together, the toes are turned out, and your legs are almost in a diamond shape. We're going to exhale, squeeze the legs together as you straighten the legs, pushing the feet away. Inhale, come back in. So although the legs come together as we push out, the feet stay turned out with the heels together into that V shape. As you come back in, you come back to that frog position. Exhale, push the legs out straight. Again, you can add a band onto the bottom of the feet if you want to. Okay, bring the legs to tabletop. And we're going to start to circle the legs around. So double leg circle. The arms can be out to the side on the mat for some support. Exhale, circle both legs away from each other. Bring them back in and go again. Quite challenging, so if you need to make the movement smaller or drop the legs down and do one at a time, please do. The legs can be straight. I'm getting stuck on my curtains here. Let's go back the other way if you haven't already. Circling the legs away and back down, keeping your control. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then hug the knees into the chest. And you can come into a full body stretch if you want to, before rolling onto your side. So when you're ready, bring yourself onto your side, propping yourself up onto your forearm, making sure that you're not slumping on the shoulder. We're keeping the shoulder back and down, shoulder directly on top of the elbow, and your legs are reached nice and long with both legs slightly towards the front corner of the mat. Waist is lifted. Reach the top leg nice and long, hovering to about hip level. Deep breath in, draw the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, push the leg back out to the side. Deep breath in, draw the leg in. Exhale, push it away from you. So the foot is flexed, and again, you can imagine that you're pushing the leg, the foot on that foot bar, while you keep your hips stable and stacked, your core engaged, your waist lifted. Now, if this feels too much, you can lay down a little lower onto the mat if being on your forearm is a little uncomfortable. Keep adding resistance here, and again, this is another one you can use the band with. Okay, so when you're ready, bring yourself up into a seated position with one leg tucked in, knee bent, so the foot is on the thigh of the other leg, and that other leg is just tucked behind, so the foot is towards the back of the mat. And I want you to lean away from the feet until you can't anymore, and then place the nearest hand down to the mat and swivel your upper body around so your other arm is now reaching to the corner of the room. Unfold your body back out, come back up using your waist, and then sweep your arms up and over the head, reaching towards the feet. Arms come back out to the side. You lean up and over like you're reaching over a fence or over a bench until the arm touches down to the mat. Rotate, get that little stretch. Swivel back round and then take both arms up and over the head. Let's go one more time. Reaching over, place the nearest hand down, swivel round to the side. Reach your arm to the top corner, feel that stretch. Open the upper body back out, arms back into that T shape, and then sweep both arms up and over your head towards your feet. Let's do the same on the other side. I move so quick sometimes. Emma, slow down. Okay, so swiveling the legs around so the other leg is now behind. Open the arms out into a T shape, shoulder height by your side. Dropping the hand down to the mat using your waist. Swivel round, reach your arm up to the top corner. Open back out so you're facing towards the front. And then sweep over to the other side to get a little stretch. T shape. Reach up and over, use your waist. The hand comes down to the mat. The other arm reaches over as you twist your body to the top corner. Open the arm back out. Lift yourself up using your waist. Sweeping both arms over towards your feet. Coming up again, tilting over. When you can't hold it anymore, place the hand down to the mat. Swivel round for that stretch. Open back out, pull yourself up and sweep over to reach towards the legs. Lovely. When you're ready, bring yourself down onto your side. Let's do that leg press on the other side. Up on your forearm or lower down. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are nice and open. Waist is lifted. Both legs towards the front corner. Hover that top leg to hip level. Draw the knee in towards the chest and then press the leg away, flexing your feet as if you are pushing that foot bar away. Deep breath in, draw the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, push it away, hovering the leg at hip level. Try to keep the same height as you bring the leg in and push it away. Keep engaging through your core, making sure you're not sinking into that shoulder or rolling back through the hips. Okay, lovely. When you're ready, let's bring ourselves onto our front. We're going to do an exercise called pulling straps number 1. So reach your legs nice and long. Reach your arms nice and long in front of you with the palms facing in towards each other, thumbs facing up, and resting your head or just balancing on your nose down to the mat. Just make sure your core is engaged so you're not sinking into your lower back. As you take a deep breath in, you're going to hover your head and chest up and away from the mat, using your upper back, not your lower back, and then exhale as you lower down. Stay with this level, or on the next one, you're going to lift your arms up with you. Sweep your arms around by your side, thumbs facing down. So the hands are now on the legs. Sweep the arms back in front of the body while the upper body is still lifted, and then lower down. Let's go again. Deep breath in, head, chest and arms lift. Exhale, sweep the arms around so they touch the legs. Bring them back in front and lower down. And if this feels too much, go back to the head and chest lifting on their own. Again, making sure your core is engaged, your glutes are engaged. So again, you're not putting that pressure into the lower back. Lovely. Let's go into rocking swan. This is a really fun one. So you're just going to take your hands by the side of your chest. So now it means that the elbows push up towards the ceiling like a swan wings. You're balancing on your nose, your core is engaged, and you're making sure your shoulders are rolled down your back. Deep breath in, push yourself up so the weight just comes onto the hands and you open and lift through the chest. And as you lower, you're going to lift one leg up and lower the leg as the upper body comes back up. So we lift the upper body as the legs are down, lower the upper body, one leg lifts. As the leg lowers, the body comes back up, and just keep switching legs. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can now lift both legs. Upper body comes up. As you lower down, you rock slightly forwards as both legs lift. Now we're building up to the fun bit. Please don't do this if you have any back pain. We're going to lift up on the inhale. Exhale, you're going to swing forwards. Keep your upper body lifted so your head doesn't hit into the mat. And you're going to take your hands off as you swing your legs up, rocking back and forth. Rocking forwards, arms come off, legs come up. Rocking back, catch yourself with your hands, swinging back and forth, and lower down. And sit back into child's pose where you sit back onto your heels. You can tuck the toes under for a stretch if you want to. Feet together, knees open, and just let your upper body rest down to the mat. Stretch your arms long. When you're ready, let's do a little cat stretch. Bring yourself into 4-point kneeling, where your hands are underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart, knees underneath your hips, hip distance apart. And we're rounding our spine all the way up to the ceiling, getting a nice stretch, looking between the legs. And then slowly melting your spine down, lifting through your head and your glutes. Sit back onto your heels. You are done. Shake it out. Well done, everyone. That is your full body reformer inspired Pilates on the mat. If you haven't already, do make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And be sure to check out more videos that I'll leave on screen now. Take care. Bye.